We are here today with Janette Dommer, a Danish triathlete who has just delivered an outstanding performance in Ironman Calella, crossing the finish line in an impressive 9 hours and 22 minutes. Not only
9 hours and 20 minutes.
20 minutes? Okay, that's much better.
Very important.
For those 2 minutes, 9 hours and 20 minutes. And not only did she win her age group 50 to 54, but she was also the first woman overall. That's amazing. She's 52 and is a mother of 4 and a multiple-time championship for her age group. She has qualified for Comana several times, competed there 4 times, with the best of 4 hours and 23 minutes. That's correct?
9 hours.
Kona? Yeah. Okay. So welcome, Janette.
It's very important.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's Kona. That's a whole new piece of cake. So welcome, Janette. We are honored to have you here. And I'm absolutely thrilled to be the one conducting this interview as a woman, as a mother, as a triathlete. And I can choose which one fits better. So welcome. And thank you for your time in advance. So we have a couple of warming up questions. The first one would be, it's been 14 years since your first 70.3 challenge hours. And after all these years, what was going through your mind as you crossed Ironman Calella, that finish line in that impressive time we have just mentioned?
So we are doing, well, the most important thing the whole way was I was really, really thankful. I mean, all the work you have done and all the hours and everything, is then still be able to be in the top. I was really, really thankful the whole way. When I passed the first lady, I was like, wow. Don't be too happy yet. Don't be too happy yet, but be thankful. So that's the most important thing for the day, was my
amazing. It's a great feeling. And it's been like 24 years balancing motherhood and training at various levels. So how has that journey been for you? How do you make it all work, please?
Well, this is a very, very big question, because I could go back and do how did I start and until now. But how long? Yeah, how much?
Yeah, you can choose. We have time, so feel free, please.
Well, when I was in the gymnasium and I was young, I was partying and drinking and everything. So I didn't do any sport at all. Then I went to Boulder, Colorado, where everybody is very, sporty and things like that. And there I started to run. And when I got back to Denmark, I decided to run a marathon, and everything was just for fun, So, and then I met my husband. He was a little bit more competitive than I am, or were. So he was like, oh, we need a watch. And I was like, okay, we can try that. We did some marathons, and then we got our first child. She was in a baby jogger, and and then we got our second child, a twin baby jogger, and then a twin baby jogger, a stroller.
I find running is difficult enough. So running with a baby jogger for me is like science fiction. It's like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. And the kids were with us all the time, and so that was kind of a fun thing to do together. But then the kids, they started to, we also want to run, and so we had some fun times together. Then I did a little more marathons, and I came under the 3 hours, and I was like,
amazing.
Okay, maybe I should.
Maybe I'm not bad at this.
Maybe I run pretty well.
Maybe I should take it more seriously.
Well, then my husband actually started to do Ironman, and I was like, whoa, he's the most craziest guy in the world, and I'm never going to do that.
But you two are together for a reason, so.
But he was like, you should try, and I was like, no way at all. So I kept running, and he was doing Ironman. Then, he gave me a present once, with the start number for half an Ironman. That was the one in Aarhus, and a swim coach, because I didn't know how to crawl, and a bike. And then it actually started here. And in the beginning, my running was I was in the end of the swim and the bike, but then my running was pretty well. So I could, I managed to do pretty well. And then I got a swim coach again, and, kind of the biking was doing better. And then I did pretty well. So that was kind of
you
fun.
started becoming crazy as well. So you judged your husband,
I was like, okay, then maybe I should do more of this. And I quit my job. We decided to quit my job so I could train during the day and then be with the kids. Pick them up from school early, and and they were actually also getting more and more serious with their sport. So all of them actually was elite athletes in running and football and everything. So
absolutely. But they have the example at home, so I think it's
it must be, because we never push anyone. For me and my husband, it's very important.
I absolutely understand, because I have the same case here at my home. My kids are doing triathlon, and it's like I said nothing to them. Okay, I said nothing, but they see the example, so for them it's like a natural thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So so that's the way I could, manage to be with the kids and then do all my training during the week, be out cheering at them in the weekends, to their sports. So that's the way we did our priorities here in the family. Is I quit my job, and then it was a great opportunity to have, of course. So
absolutely, that's a great thing. So and it's 4 kids, that's quite a lot of work. So 4 kids, long distance.
Well, it's not hours. From 2 to 3 is the big step. 3 to 4 is more okay.
Okay, amazing. So you make it all work. So congratulations for that, because and they seem amazing. The 4 of them. It's like, oh my, it's like. So, and regarding your training, you mentioned that your first swim coach, and then you have Alexander Markovich in 2016. But have you worked with any other coaches, or do you coach yourself, or how have you done all these things?
Yeah, well, to begin with, I had another trainer, one I was recommended, called Jens. But then what happened? I don't know. I think... well, I got in contact with Alexander, and he was like, "Oh, I can make you faster with less training." And I was like, okay. And actually,
sounds great.
I was on a point where I was training a lot of hours, and it was starting to be a little difficult doing all this kind of training and then be able to pick up the kids, driving them to their sport. So I thought, okay, if you can make me faster with less training hours, I'm interested. And he put me down to around 15 hours, and I was like, "Are you sure about this?" But the intensity.
So how many hours were you training before
that,
Marco? Do you remember?
Before Alexander, it was about 25. So
wow.
That was a lot.
25 for kids that age.
It was
quite a challenge.
So, So, but then I was training 15 hours, I think. And I was like, "Are you sure about this? I'm getting so slow." But the intensity was much higher.
Okay.
And it actually made me doing my PRs much. I mean, I got half an hour faster on an Ironman. So
half an hour, it's a whole new world.
Yeah. But then so I've actually still, in contact with Alexander, and here we are still buddies. So he helps me still. My husband always says, "Oh, you can train yourself," but for me, it's nice to have this.
It's not the same.
And it's not the same. And he's very he knows a lot.
And you have that commitment with him.
We have.
It's like,
so,
and
it's nice to have him to talk to, and so we are still working together. So that's nice.
Okay, so I read something at your website when you say that Alexander taught you the most valuable lessons about balancing work, family, and long-distance training. And I'm very interested in knowing that secret recipe. But what did he say that shifted your mindset?
Balance. actually was the first word. So to have balance between all these things, for me, family is first priority. It's,
Absolutely.
I mean,
I agree.
I will never skip seeing them in a competition because of myself. I mean, it maybe sounds pretty nice, but I
I
really
absolutely understand. I absolutely understand. As a mother,
and then
I completely agree with you.
I mean, yeah. Well, it's also important to say that if to have the right balance, you need to do some priorities. You cannot do 100% on your job. Being a career woman, want to be there with the kids, train 25 hours. You need to find out what is for me, what's the most important things here. So I did that, and then also to have my family to support my decisions. I will never. My husband and I, we are always, talking together and
negotiating.
okay, is it okay to train hard one more year? Which races are we going to? Because for me, my husband is the one and only. I mean, without him and his support, I will never do all this training and do my races. So yeah, but Alexander said balance, and so I did that.
That's amazing, because you don't cross that finish line alone. We are the one in the photos, but after ourselves, there's our family, our partners, our kids. It's a lot of people.
Exactly.
So it makes it much greater than just me. Or it's amazing.
Yes.
So
yeah.
And
otherwise, you cannot relax doing your training.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's very important to have that part of support, because I've always found it very easy to train with the support of the father of my kids, and I'm really thankful for that, because it's like my way of breathing and recharging all the hours of training. So for me, it's very important. It's a part of me, and I can't live without that. So it's like breathing, So it's very important. And I'm very interested in your training. If you could tell us a bit about how has your training changed now you've turned over 50, and has it changed a lot during the past decade, or perhaps you have more rest now than before, or you focus on strength work? What are your way of doing that?
Yeah, well, as I said, I mean, before I did, many hours and more intensity. So I have gone down in intensity. Before I did a lot of what we call red zone. I mean, it's very high intensity. I did that many times, and on the bike and on the run. Then I started to get small injuries all the time, inflammation in feet and in your all over. And the red light was, saying, oh, we better be careful here. So now I train a little bit longer again, longer intervals, but less intensity. So that's the main thing I have changed. Then I have more recovery. Before I did maybe 2 what we call off-bike sessions during a week. Now I only have 1. So my recovery is more than before. Then I do strength training, more, core training and things like that. But now I have, during the winter time, I have a lot of strength training.
With so just fixing the basics and strengthening the basics.
Yeah, so I need to have because women, when we get plus 50, we have to take care of our bones and we lose calcium and everything. So I'm more into strength training and vitamins, actually. So
okay. So and we can see the results. So it's working.
You better listen.
Yeah, absolutely. We are taking notes here. So it's perfect. So I find it a lot of things interesting in you, but the thing about being an engineer, about nutrition and your approach to nutrition, could you share with us a little bit more about your approach, how you manage it, how you combine your nutrition and with your training?
Well, I'm very lucky because I really love vegetables and nuts.
Mhm.
For me, nuts and raisins is is candy. So of course, that's I don't like candy and things like that. So and then yeah, vegetables and anti-inflammatory food is how I live. I'm yeah, that for me that works. But I think it's very important to look at each person, not just to
Mhm.
see what am I eating and that's the right thing for you. Because I have a natural high level of iron, so and I don't
Oh,
like meat. So of course for me that works. I don't need that
yeah.
much. Uh, yeah. So, but you need to look at each person. What is important for
Yeah.
each person.
What it works for each person in particular, right?
Especially when it comes to nutrition, because yeah, some people don't. I have had athletes and they were having a lot of problems with their stomach, and we found out, okay, bread and milk is not good. So you need to for me, I cannot eat bread. My stomach, I look like I'm in pregnant in fifth
Oh,
month. So
really?
so you know
No,
it's
no, not the fifth.
no. So it's important to talk to each person and see how is their stomach working, how is their body working to nutrition, and then find out the best way to help people the most. Did that
Yeah.
answer the question?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think here in the European Union, I think we are quite lucky and we have a lot of access to vegetables and more or less healthy food. And it's quite easy because when I've been in the USA, it's not so easy. So
No,
it's
it's
quite
not.
hard, you
No.
know. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you want to find fruits and vegetables, it's like, or maybe it's quite expensive. It's not as good as here. But here in Spain, I think, for example, it's quite easy, like the
But
Mediterranean
your
diet.
vegetables and your fruit taste much better than in Denmark.
So that's why you come here on holidays,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I love Spain. Yeah.
So perfect. And now I would like to ask you some questions regarding women. And first of it is, how has it been combining training, competing, raising 4 children? How do your children see you?
Uh, sometimes they see me as, oh, you're crazy, mom. But I think, I mean, it comes natural because, as I said before, when they were very young, they did their own sports. It was not triathlon. They found their own way. We have and all of them was, doing very well in their sport. And since, I mean, we have always been there for them.
Mhm.
Always been seeing their football match and the running and everything. So I think it's pretty natural to them that okay, your mom is doing sport and we do our sport and we cheer on each other. Yeah,
So
but now
I think that's
when
great.
yeah, but actually, they are older now. The oldest is 27 and no
Yeah.
24, and the youngest 16. So now they have, I mean, another, yeah, what you call vision on what am I doing. My other girl said the other day when I actually came home from Spain and Calella, she said, "Mom, I think I understand now what you're going through. It's actually pretty crazy." So, the older they get, the more understand. What is she
Yes,
doing?
and I think Teresa, the younger one, is the one who does triathlon in
Yeah,
like
she's
yeah. So she quite
on
understands
the youth
now.
championship. Yeah,
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 and you train
and
with
we can
her
train together.
sometimes.
It's pretty nice. Mm.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. I was in a competition in Girona a couple of weeks ago, and I saw a mother with her daughter, and it was like, okay, I could be that in 10 years' time. So I could be
Yeah,
so proud. It's like, do
yeah.
you feel sometimes as a role model for them? That's like
I
a
hope
source of
so.
inspiration for you.
Yeah, yeah. I hope so. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah. I think I am. Not I'm not walking around saying, "Oh, be like me" at all.
Yeah. No, but in a
you know,
humble
they
way.
see things. They see how you eat. They see how you sleep. They see how you live your life, and yeah, I think
And they copy because no
yeah,
matter what they
somehow.
say, we say to them, it's more important the example we set to them.
Mm.
And they see us training, and they train, and it's like the usual thing to do. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, mom is eating for breakfast rice and eggs, and now I will having rice and eggs as well, because my mother does before a competition. And it was like, what? You know, my older one is 7 years old, and she had her first duathlon a couple of weeks ago, and she had to have breakfast, and she asked me, "Oh, mom, may I have white rice and eggs?" And it was like, what? And you know, it's 7 years old, so I'm creating a monster. You know, it's like, oh my god. But
Well, my
know,
youngest
it's
actually
amazing.
started also to eat white rice, peanut butter, and honey and bananas in the morning before race. It's like, oh, where do you get that from? I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's amazing. You know, it's like, oh, I'm so proud. You know, and I didn't say a thing. You know, because I didn't force anything. You know, it's like I want them to choose their own path. I like triathlon, but it's not like, okay, you can choose your own sport, because I like this one, but you know, maybe you like tennis or anything. Yeah, absolutely. And do you find yourself as a role model for other women as well, or don't you think about that?
Well, I hope so.
For me, you are.
Thank you very much. Well, what I hope I can inspire is not stopping doing your sport. I mean, if you have been doing triathlon or other sports when you were young, and then you meet your husband or your boyfriend, and then you want to have kids, then a lot of women, they think, oh, then I better stop.
Yeah.
I hope I can inspire to say, no, you don't have to, but you need to plan, of course, and you need to involve your kids in your sport, maybe in a baby jogger, or go with them in the swimming pool. You can actually play with the kids, and you can go swim while your husband is playing with the kids. That's what we did. We kind of switched. So you can do things together in the sport. You don't have to stop. And I was running with my first child. I was running until I was pregnant in week 32.
Wow.
No, 38 actually.
Wow.
So I was like, you can, as long as you of course listen to your body, and then and plan, doing a lot of planning. Then you can still do your sport. Maybe you say, okay, triathlon is too much with small babies, but you can still run. Then you can keep up your running, and then you can go back to triathlon when you have more time again. But I hope I can inspire to. And if you have never done sport, it's never too late. You can see I started when I was 8 years old.
Absolutely.
So hopefully I can inspire that way also. It's never too late.
And you can always find something that fits your level. You don't have to do an Ironman, as you say. You can do a 5K or 1K. It doesn't matter. Just move. It's the important thing. Yeah, because, you know, between my first and my second child, I left my club, my triathlon club, and it was like, okay, I'm like quite overwhelmed. I'm leaving. And I remember my trainer said, please, don't stop. Don't quit. You know, find your own pace, find your own time, just as little as you need, but don't stop. And I said, okay, I don't stop breathing. I won't stop doing something regarding training. You know, it's like I will do as little as I can, as I comfortable with, as I have time. But you know, it's like I do enjoy just planning all these sessions and this family logistics. So I think it's, as you mentioned, it's very important for women. At that age, maybe here in Spain is like 40 to 45, which is like that way. It's very difficult with those kids who are like 5 to 10 years old. I think it's the most difficult time here in Spain for those mothers. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think having women as you, it's very, very inspiring for them. So
I hope so.
yeah, absolutely.
I actually have one of my athletes who I'm training right now. She's young and have a baby, and she's on what you call it, maternity. What do you call
maternity
it?
leave?
Yeah, maternity. But then we have made a program for her. So she wants to do half an Ironman. And I was like, okay, she has 7 hours per week. So we just make the best out of it. But she's so, go with the stroller, and then she had the baby on the side in the swimming pool. And, so she's really, as long as you plan.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, you involve your husband, your family, and there are ways. Where there's a will, there's a way. So if you want to do something, for example, I've been doing my running with my kids at the park playing, and their father just taking care of them, I've been running and I've been going hello and bye
exactly.
doing my stuff. So if you find a way, it's always funny, and for me it's important that they see us doing the things we do. Not just disappearing and no, let's see what mom is doing, because it's very important. And I only have I have 2 girls, so for me it's like very, very important that they see that there's not only cleaning at home and tidying the home. No, please. There are a whole new world apart from that. So it's very important.
It's also important for them to see you take care of yourself. You have,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think it's absolutely important, because I don't know in Denmark, but here in Spain, it's like we come from a culture of muting ourselves and our needs and being like, okay, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? And it's like, what do I need? I need this. I need my space. I need not to be like worn out, absolutely tired from the life I'm living. No, I have responsibilities, but I want to have these little minutes for me, and when in our case hours. But it's very important, and I would like to know, do you use your social media accounts as a way to inspire others? Do you find it as a something good, or do you use them little?
Well, maybe I should use it more, I think. I've never been very good at social medias, because
me neither. So
I'm a little
bit younger, but
here I am. I'm not that kind of person. But now when I'm a coach myself, of course I need to tell people
to put yourself out there.
They know, so they know I'm there, and if I want to sell myself, I should use it a little bit.
I find it difficult as well, and I've been, like a month ago, I've been with this group of amazing women which have a triathlon tribe, and it's like, oh, you should be on Instagram and you should be more active because you're an example and you're a mother. And I was like, it's hard for me, it's like, I would like to be that, but it's hard for me putting myself out there, and because I think I have more or less the same problem as you. It's like I don't feel like, okay, here I am, and you're amazing, and what you do is amazing, so you should be proud. But it's difficult. I think.
It's difficult, but I better work on that part.
We need to have those improvement points, so that might be a good one, And I would like to ask you, you train women and men, and what differences do you notice when you're training women and men, not just physically but on a deeper level? Because after Kona, Mark Allen has a newsletter and I received it and I was reading it, and he said that women might be better at long distance due to our patience and the ability to stick to a plan. We don't have that testosterone, and it's like, oh, okay, I want to beat him. And, do you see that in your athletes? Do you think what difference do you encounter between women and men?
The most of it, I see women are more likely to talk about their feelings. So, and how your feelings and your mood and things like that, surroundings are affecting your training. So I spent more time talking to women about what is going on beside the training. So because it seems like your feelings affect how you train. That's why it's also important to let of course, to talk about it, and then I use my own experience to tell what can we do about it. So I think that's the main thing, and they like to talk about more family and work and how it affects where men are more like give me some results and give me some training and I will do it. And I'm like, so, and sometimes I've tried, maybe you should also, we can also talk about what's going on. No. So, okay, I don't. So that's actually the biggest difference I see.
Yeah, amazing. It's very interesting, and I find it very difficult when something in my personal life is like blocking me. I find it difficult to move forward on other fields. For me, it's quite a challenge because, I have this big elephant on this area. It's like stopping me from doing another thing. It's like, okay, I need to, we say, eat the elephant by parts. And, it's like, okay, one step at a time. And but
exactly.
So that's a good difference.
Yes,
and
but you're right. It's important to be patient. Be patient in not saying, "Oh, I started triathlon. I want to go to Hawaii." I'm like, okay, we are. You need to be patient. We build up. We don't want any injuries. Yeah, and consistent. So, where men are more like, but they only see the goal. So
it's that part of being patient is it definitely pays off. So it's a good investment.
But I like to work with both women and men. I think it's fun to coach both because it's
and you have both sides. So
I think so because I also have the I'm sweet and nice, I think, but I also have when the gun goes off, I turn into more a little devil, I think. So I also have that part when I train the men, so it's kind of fun.
You definitely are because you're nailing it. So your marks talk for you. And I would like to ask you a controversial question: is what are your thoughts on the new Kona qualification system? Do you think it's fair for women, or you have any suggestions for that? Because it's quite news here in Spain. Don't know in other countries.
Okay. Well, actually, I haven't been looking deeply into the system right now. I only know that if you win your age group, then you are, of course, you get a slot right away. And then I know they have all these calculations but I have not looked deeply enough to say anything about it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So I'm not. I don't know exactly how it turns out for women.
Okay.
If it's, I thought they actually had a calculation for men and one for women, but maybe they don't.
No, it's as you mentioned, it's the first one qualifies just or if she says no, there's a roll down to the second and the third. But then but then there is no roll down that like it was before, that you might be the 20th in your age group and you might get a roll down. That's not the case here anymore because you have like a pool. They call, I don't know if they call it fishing pool or what, but you have your time and then you have like a correction figure for your time, your age, and then men and women both are listed on the same. And then it's like number one, number two, number three, and they mix men, women, and all age groups. So it's quite difficult, but But
I think I mean. Yeah, but I think actually some of it. I think it's very good because if you have sometimes when you roll down to number 20, I'm like,
Yeah,
it's more fair to have people that are actually pretty fast and doing a good job than, because
they don't call it a world championship for nothing. So
no, exactly. So it's also kind of if you do not to say anything bad, of course, about doing 14 hours, but still, it's world champion. We need to have the best of the best to go out there.
I get your point.
I think it's kind of a good way to look at it. So
yeah, okay. I think they will work it out. They will work and evolve the model, and it's quite recent, and it has to evolve. So, and I would like you to ask. I like to ask you another thing, and it's you coach women and understand firsthand how challenging it's to juggle between work, family, and training. We've already talked about that. And what could Ironman or challenge or what could they do to support women's participation? Do you have any idea of they could, because the figures is quite low in Calella. There were 300 women, and I think it's quite low. So
it's quite low.
So you go to women and understand firsthand how challenging it is to juggle work, family, and training. We've already talked about that, and I would like to ask you what would you suggest to Ironman for them to do to support women's participation? Do you have any ideas? It's a difficult question, I know.
Well, they have been doing a lot of things. I think they have all these special races for women to qualify, and
they give more slots.
Yeah, more slots and things like that. So I think they have. I mean, a lot of things going on for women, but I agree 300 women in Barcelona was not enough. So, but I don't know if Ironman can do more things. I don't know. It's a good question. I will think about it.
Maybe I will leave it for the second one.
If you're not, Ironman can do things, but you need, as a woman, and also a man, but you need to be from your heart. You're training and you're competing, not because of some nice swim hats or something. I mean, So I'm not sure it's Ironman that needs to do more. Because
I think it's women in general or society. It's maybe we should put the stress on that side.
And say it's okay. Some women, it has been, maybe it's not that much anymore, but when I was younger, there was a lot of, when you were out cheering at other women and they did a good job to an Ironman. I've been standing next to men saying, okay, where's she's only training, not taking care of kids. I mean, that's what I have been. And I have done some, videos and things like that about my training here in Denmark. And some people are saying, making comments, oh, what about you being as a mom? I mean, and if that's the things you're hearing from other people, I think it kind of maybe it's not okay for me to train and spend, because it's not, as we have also been talking about, we find the balance and we introduce the sport to the kids. We have our family with us. It's not that we only do our sport and don't think about the family. So
yeah, absolutely.
It's sad that
we have priorities, and we set priorities, and we never miss our children competition. But you can juggle.
I think it's more other people, what they think about women doing sport. It's more that we need to work on. So it's saying it's okay. So
Yeah, absolutely. We need
does it make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. For me it does, because sometimes we are our worst enemies. So I think we need to work more on our sisterhood. I think it's very important. Yeah. And, speaking of coaching, do you currently have openings? Can we make a little bit of announcement for you? And are you available to work with athletes from other countries, maybe from Spain, for example?
Yeah, actually, I'm still opening for athletes. I still have room for more athletes, and that would be honored to have other athletes from coming from Spain, especially. No, actually, most of my athletes are from other countries. So yeah, so it's kind of, I have from Norway, Switzerland, and Germany, and yeah. So of course, if people want to, I have some athletes, they want to have what you call it, private coaching, run technique, and swimming, and
okay.
Of course that's difficult if you're in Spain, but I do a lot of coaching. I do the talking like we do right now.
Okay.
So and you see
And
Alexander, when I started, he was in Spain also. So he lives in Spain. So
okay.
it's not a big deal. Yeah.
I think
so
it's like
I will. It's so much okay to have athletes in other countries. So
yeah,
bring it on.
It's very enriching. Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna make you a lot of publicity here. So maybe.
Thank you. But also, it's kind of, when I started as a coach, it's also because the kids are getting older. So I was like, okay, I need to work. What am I going to work with? And like, okay, I've tried so many things on my own body. Why not be able to give it all my experience to other women and other athletes? So that's why I wanted to be a coach and to bring it on all my experience I have.
I think particularly in this area you can share a lot. So I think it's not like a work, you enjoy it so much that it doesn't feel like work. So it's great. And
I love it. I love to when people read, and it's not I need to do an Ironman. It's also I want to run 5K, for example. I love to see in athletes. I love to see. Okay, I have a goal, and I'm fighting for that goal. That's the most. I love to see that.
It's amazing to be a part of that. Just maybe as a runner or as a coach. I think it's perfect. I think it's magical. When you have that opportunity to share that path with someone. Being a part of a club, we live that every day. We had I think, I can't remember if there were 13 or 15 guys in Vitoria, in the Ironman of Vitoria this year.
Yeah.
And it was like a lot of them were their first Ironman, and it was a very special occasion for the club. And it was like a great event, and sharing all the journey with them, all that long trainings, and it's been so inspirational. So
it is.
I think it's amazing. It's a great job. So congratulations for that. And what are you planning to do on 2026? Because you said no to Kona. So what are your plans?
I've been there many times, and I never go to Kona without my family. So when the prices are going very high, so I think it's we need to. I was like, okay, maybe we have been there. Maybe one day I will go back. I hope so. But for now, I will look at my priority is to be coach and hopefully have a lot of athletes. And then I have signed up for a lot Copenhagen Ironman and Elsinore in half an Ironman, and then I'm looking for one more race, maybe in I don't know where. That's
okay. You're looking.
I'm looking for
but you need to be fast because
I know they are so
flying, so it's crazy.
But I need a race in October, November. So I'm kind of looking which one I should choose.
And not Calella again, I think.
I was actually the first woman in 21 and 22 also. in Calella.
Wow. Yeah,
So
yeah,
I've
I've read
been
about it.
racing. I've been racing that race a lot of times. And you know, when I go to Calella or to Italy or where we go to have a race, my husband and I, we most of the time go alone as a romantic trip.
Oh, perfect.
So, and
Great
I do
plan.
an Ironman, and then we are having some days together afterwards. So we need to find a place where we could be fun. Maybe Portugal. I don't know. We see.
Oh yeah, Cascais, it's great. It's cold water, but you live in Denmark, so, yeah, that's a good one. You know, that's a good
Is it
one.
cold in
I like.
Portugal?
Yeah,
Have you,
a bit.
have you
Yeah.
raced?
No.
Okay.
That's,
Also,
but that's one of the reasons I haven't do it. So
because it's so cold. Oh,
yeah,
and
it's a
very
bit cold
hilly.
for me. Yeah, it's
Okay.
not easy. It's not easy. So
No, okay, maybe I
and
will
okay,
reconsider then.
but yeah, but you know, it's maybe for you it's not so cold. You know, it depends on the person. It's very, very, very personal.
Yeah.
But for me, it's a bit cold. You know,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
it makes me think. Okay, so
I have an issue with the mountains because, you know, we live in a very flat country.
Oh, okay. So
So I did Nice, you know, the World Championship last year in Nice.
yeah, in Nice,
And
yeah, and the bike is not easy.
no, it was, yeah. But we
A
went
bit
there on
scary,
our summer
maybe
vacation.
even.
Sorry?
A bit scary, even.
No, because we thought, okay, where should we go on summer vacation this year? So we took the whole family
Okay.
to Nice, and we
And you
had our
practice.
summer vacation, so I could train in the mountains there. So
Yeah, it's not easy at all.
no, not at all.
No. The bike it's quite challenging. You know, it's even when I see the images on the YouTube channel when they are doing the online videos, it's like, oh my god, I don't think I could survive that bike. You know, there are parts that is.
Yeah. Well, normally, you know, as I bike normally around 4 hours and 45 minutes. In Nice, I did 6 hours.
Oh my. Oh my.
So,
yeah. It's
and I was
difficult, but
so
if you've done Nice, I think Portugal should be easy for you. But you know, I think Nice is one of the top. It's one of the hardest, and it requires.
But I haven't decided yet. We will see.
Okay, we'll get there. Okay, so we're just reaching the end of our interview, and I would like to ask you, what advice would you give to athletes on your age group, 50 to 54 and older? And if there's any specific advice for women, we've already talked about that, but just to finish the interview, I would like you to stress what you like to say.
Well, at first I will say, remember to be thankful. I mean, that's if you can compete if you are able to train that many hours and when you are 50 to 50, plus 50, then be thankful. I mean, because it's not everybody that are able to do it because they have some things in your body. So that's the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We are so lucky, right?
Yeah. And I think it's also because people tell me, are you aware of how lucky you are? You're able to do this. I have knee injuries. I have this and that. I'm like, oh my God, yes, that's right. I'm really. So yesterday it was raining the whole day. And I needed to go out for a long run. And I was like, oh my God. And then I remembered, okay, be thankful. What if you couldn't go on this run right now? You will be so happy. You wouldn't care if it was raining. And then I went out.
Absolutely.
So all
great
these
lessons.
And then be patient. I mean, remember to have your recovery. Don't expect you to compete with yourself or compete with 20 years old. Well, they are training so many hours and then they're doing so fast. I'm like, yes, but you are not 25 anymore. You can, remember, we need to train because, after the age you have right now. And maybe you don't like to hear it, but you need to accept that you cannot do anything about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the alternative is not better, so it's
No.
You're lucky.
Yeah. So so thankfulness, and then one thing it's really important, but that's important for everybody in all ages. You see a lot of people when they have done an Ironman, it's then they're like, "Whew, now I can relax. It's off season, I can relax." And then they actually don't train. Maybe they run once a week and they go for a bike or so. And then when it starts to be February, I have a race. And then they start training. But then you need to start from the beginning, actually. And you cannot get faster then. So what I tell people, it's important to be, what you call it in English, consistently. You need to be
consistent.
So of course you go down in your training hours but you still keep your level over the winter time. So that's what I have done in all these years. I keep training, but it's more on a lower level, but you keep training. So when you come to February, then you can build on what you already have. So that's
you're not back to square one, which is very frustrating as well. So
yes, but then you can build each year, and you get faster. Of course, when you get older, you can. I mean, I'm not as fast as I have been. I used to run and swim faster, but that's okay. So also to accept that, of course, but to be constantly in train over the whole year, it's important.
Consistency beats perfection. Daniela Riff, and it was like,
I have some athletes so good. Now they're like, a lot of athletes stop. I have athletes saying, I need a break now. I'm like, this is the most stupid thing you can do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I need to respect your choice.
It's because you may lower your activity, or maybe you go hiking and not running as a crazy person through the mountain. But it's like, okay, you may low and you make it lower, softer, whatever you want to say it, but keep moving, no? Because if not, it's like you're gonna lose whatever you've been just gaining all season.
What you have built up and used so much time to build up, why throw it away? And also when you're at plus 50, you know all your seams in your feet, and it's like an elastic. If you don't train it, it will go tight again. So
so it's it's for me it's very important. I don't want to lose the little I have gained. So it's like, okay, what do I need to do just not to lose whatever I've been building up? So okay, so any final thoughts you would like to share? Any other ideas?
Ideas for what were you thinking about? Like
for whatever you want to say, the floor is yours. So,
well, have fun, enjoy,
and be thankful. I've already, be thankful is just a great mantra.
And of course you are. I'm happy to share all my experience and how I did my work and how I become where I am now.
Okay. So, Janette, we want to thank you. It's been a pleasure. I'm deeply honored to be the one conducting this interview, as I mentioned at first. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And we will translate the interview for the Spanish viewers to see it if they don't want to see it.
I'm looking forward to see myself speaking Spanish.
I think I'm going to use my mother. So. No,
well, my husband speaks Spanish because his family we always had a family house in Spain, and I actually did some Spanish lessons, but I think it's really difficult. But someday I hope I can do it.
Yeah, sure you can. I have no doubt. So thank you very much. And
I was happy
we'll see.
I'm glad you want to listen to my story. So it's